Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 bot AI cast. We have got ourselves what should be a good one here today. We are on the map Grezvin, the AI edition, and we have got a bot that is the tip of the top. It is Eris, the #1 ranked AI in the SC2 AI ladder, which says a lot, seeing as how some of these bots are good enough to beat, not to be cocky, but good enough to beat me. And I'm okay at StarCraft. And so, taking on Eris, it's going to be a tall order. Is it up to it? It's BombShaker. I just did a video of BombShaker that was very fun to watch. And so, we'll see if it's up to the task of bringing down the big cheese. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get too far into this video, though, you guys know the drill. You're the best at it. Slap that like button like it owes you money. If we can hit 3 likes on this video, that would be amazing. Join the Discord, which is linked down below. Leave a comment that says more bots if you want to see more bots, as that helps out with the YouTube bot. And so... yeah, then also consider becoming a YouTube member if you do want to support the channel. And on with the show. I also had a totally random thought as I was setting down to cast this. I'm gonna knock on wood, or I hope drywall counts here. I've been using the same microphone for 10 years or so, the Blue Yeti. And so I just gotta say, shout out to that. If you guys ever need a microphone, the Blue Yeti is a good one. That's not sponsored at all. I've literally just been using it for over 10 years, I think, at this point. When I first was like, all right, let's do some YouTube content. I spent the first check I ever got from YouTube, which was not a lot, and never is a lot, but on getting that Blue Yeti microphone. I think that's got to be one of the best investments I've ever made. And so yeah, now we see there's a planetary fortress just getting on up here for BombShaker. So it's going for its very early expand strategy. It works real darn well for it because breaking the PFs, as we've seen in the past, is super duper difficult. And it worked incredibly well against, who was it? Zozo, I want to say, in the previous game. I think Eris has a little bit better unit handling, and Eris is also a macro beast. So just sitting back for BombShaker isn't necessarily going to work. Eris is a bot, I believe, that makes Vipers, so that neutralizes the planetary's attack. It also, I think, has better unit targeting, too, so it's not that simple. We saw those Marines. They must have killed a Ling that bit that supply depot, and then BombShaker's like, nope, pull 2 SCVs. We got to fix that depot. And so now we see a factory's on the way. The very fast eco play for BombShaker, but it's kind of like a sprint into tripping and falling on its face as far as the eco build goes for BombShaker, because it rushes into that fast expansion and then it says, okay, build a planetary, and that just completely kills the economic advantage. But I guess it kind of works out. It's probably like on par, if I had to guess, with a command with just a like normal Reaper expand, but probably falls off later and later. Definitely worth it though for this bot, as it just says, nope, no one can rush me. If you guys did this on ladder, it would probably work up to like Diamond League, and a lot of people have done this in ladder. Well, I say a lot. I've definitely encountered this strategy on StarCraft ladder, and usually the answer is to either just go be like, okay, well, this guy's not attacking anytime soon, and take like 3 expansions or 4 expansions yourself, or just a proxy like Void Rays or something. Whatever your choice may be. Now, we have got an SCV scouting out for BombShaker. Eris also scouting out with its Lings. Eris tends to scout very well with its Lings. It's making 12. We'll see if they're going to be doing the dance around on the map that Eris sometimes does. It does go quite Ling heavy in the early game, it seems, though, as that just allows it to deal with most things. Now, yeah, there we see the Lings running all over the place, getting all that scouting information. Nothing will surprise Eris. Now, BombShaker isn't planning on attacking anytime soon. On top of investing in that PF, it's investing in turrets. I think turrets are probably well worth it, as it's just such a catch-all for defending your mineral line, particularly synchronizing with the planetary fortress. It's like, well, now that Void Ray Rush isn't going to be as good. There's the 2 tanks getting set up by this planetary. Nothing will break that location. We'll see how Eris is going to do macro-wise behind this. It's getting up towards a 4th base already, so good to see. And this is where we really see the discrepancy between our previous game against BombShaker. As BombShaker's success, I feel, is really going to depend on how aggressive the bot it's playing against is. And the answer is Eris is not being very aggressive at all right now. It's making 50, 60 lings, which is quite a high number. But it's also up to 4 bases, and so once this 4th is done, it's going to be able to get up a ton of drones. It's getting upgrades as well, whereas BombShaker is going to be on 2 bases for quite a while, I feel. Those tanks getting some good shots off. I'm wondering if Eris charges in with these 60 lings, whether it will be able to target down those tanks or not before they all die. We'll see if that's going to be the case or not. I feel like that's one of those things that a human couldn't pull off, but a bot with the right programming may be able to. A 3rd base getting denied as well. We see Auto Turret and Banshee come on in to clean up that ling, but that's not going to happen, actually, as the turret did not have vision. There we go. Raven comes back in. Ling dies. So good to see BombShaker's got the behavior there to secure its expansions, to kill those burrowed Zerglings. However, we'll see if Eris is just going to burrow another. Yeah, it is. So while BombShaker deals with the ling, it could still get its expand delayed. It does, however, elect to build it in the main after failing to expand on location. You got to love that from BombShaker. Eris behind this, up to 73 drones and growing now. A 5th hatchery is on the way. It's got out a good number of Zerglings. It's getting up armor for them as well, getting muscular augments for Hydras. It's just been on Ling, so a very cheap defense early on for Eris, while it's just macroing up like a beast. And BombShaker is turtling. It's going to need some insane efficiency to weather the storm that is Eris, however. I have no doubt that Eris will have a difficult time breaking this natural base in the future, potentially the 3rd if that gets situated. If Eris gives BombShaker time to get situated, because Eris is almost maxed out. 39 supply against 92. The efficiency from BombShaker is going to have to be ridiculous, and I'm not saying it can't do it. It's just a little bit scary. It's kind of a race right now. Whether this PF can land, get established, get a couple of tanks next to it before Eris goes for its attack or not, because as soon as that attack happens, it's going to become real worrisome. Like, BombShaker will need to fight next to a PF. We see a couple of Cyclones testing the waters. Boys, just go on home. There's nothing out there for you. Nothing out there but death. We see the Cyclones locking on. Ling's going for a surround as Eris is moving forward. This planetary is building armor, researching as well. It'll be a beefy boy if it completes. If it completes is the big question. The Lings being unchallenged, really. There's nothing to deal with them. The main thing is these Banshees in the sky. However, there's like 12 Hydras set. 20 Hydras are on the map, and the natural base is going to be getting shut down. BombShaker, its strategy is just falling flat on its face. It tried to repair the PF. The Banshees are getting some good shots off on the Hydras, surprisingly not dying to the Hydras just yet. And we will see these Hydras attack into the tanks. That's where the trades are going to fall off here for Eris. For now, though, that was a great attack. The building in the main base isn't going to get repaired. No, it's not. BombShaker does, however, have a spare PF. Eris is going to fall back for now, so there's a chance that this new base can land and get established. It's such a tight race. There's also a creep tumor that's spreading. Is it going to be close enough? I think it's at the edge of its limits, so BombShaker will be able to land this base and potentially expand there. There's still 5 Banshees alive. They were the real savior for BombShaker there, as Eris wasn't quite targeting them down, but oh, it is too far out. There's a turret gonna get dropped by the Raven to clean up that creep tumor. That's actually really cool, but oh, okay, the Raven just about left too early, like it did with that Ling before. So creep tumor gets cleaned up. This planetary should be able to land now. Every second really matters, though, as Eris is just about maxed out. Banshees are testing the waters, getting way too far forward, in my opinion. We see Mutas on the way as well. BombShaker's, where are you going, my guy? Oh, it's trying to take another base. I guess it ran out of time trying to take this one. But then it's going to have to clean up that creep tumor and whatnot. So Eris is just burrowed Ling and creep spreading, has been denying BombShaker taking that third base. And that is really problematic here. There we go. It's going to try and go back, but by now Eris has another attack ready to move on in. Once again, big trouble for BombShaker. This base flying right over the hot zone as these Hydras will shoot that down in no time, even with building armor. We see Hellions trying to trade against the Hydras as well as they can. BombShaker's probably going to be pushed back once more into its natural base. I mean, that's where it'll start getting the good trades once again. This time, though, it does not have a spare base to fly on over. Eris is at 92 workers, so even though it's probably going to lose all these Hydras attacking on in, it will be able to replace them with relative ease. Tanks are being repaired. One of them goes down, though. That's a lot of the damage gone. There's still one tank and a planetary, so all these Hydras will die, and that was big losses for Eris. But it's already at 180 supply again, and look at that, 18 more Hydras on the way. The harassment... I mean, there isn't really any harassment going down on Eris' side of the map. Just the non-stop attacks and the macro from Eris. It goes to show how a bot that stays on 3 bases or 2 bases and attacks into BombShaker will fall flat. But Eris, with this, its quick maxing out, is able to get the trades it needs. BombShaker is building a high amount of Ravens, so they're going to get really good efficiency tossing down these free auto turrets, but eventually it's going to run out of resources. The main starting to mine on out. Another base is done. It's going to float on out. We'll see if Eris is going to fall back or not, but it's just one tank trying to hold on this natural. Eris eating tank shots. The planetary gets blind and clouded. And the red Zerg is being pushed back a little bit. If BombShaker can just get up a planetary, it's like maybe there's a chance it can make that another stronghold to keep this game going. It eats a fungal growth on the Ravens, though. That's real scary, as those are most of its supply at this point. The planetary has yet to get started. It's on location. There's just not enough money here for BombShaker. It's repairing units, I believe. It's trying to make whatever it can. It's got a lot of auto turrets going down. It needs to make this base a planetary, though, but its income is so low at this point. Come on, just get the money. Don't build anything else till you turn this base into a planetary fortress. It's building turrets. It's making a cyclone. It's not making what it needs to, and Eris is maxed out once more. I mean, Ravens are good, but I don't think 13 Ravens can take on 23 Hydras. And here they come on in again. Yeah, BombShaker got so close. It's just not meant to be here, it seems. In come the Hydras. They're going to attack on into this base. There's already been 2 orbital commands, or 2 command centers, pardon me. I believe that's going to be the 3rd one going down there. Eris is heading towards 3-3 upgrades. And I think it's safe to say that Eris has this one in the bag. It was touch and go whether BombShaker could get up a 3rd base. We see a great blinding cloud softening up those Ravens. I believe that is going to be it, though, as yeah, even this planetary, assume there's not going to be money to repair it. The one tank is shelling away 33 kills, a good chunk of those being Hydralisks. It just goes to show, though, that timing is everything in StarCraft 2. Human games and bot games alike. If BombShaker had just another 30 seconds, that planetary would have been done. SCVs could have repaired it. So I think I'm going to have to cast a rematch between these two. If you guys want to see that and see whether BombShaker can get up that 3rd planetary in another game, leave a like. Let me know in the comments down below. I do believe that, yeah, this one is finito, though. As, yeah, 8 workers against 94. I think Eris could pretty much pull all its workers at this point and potentially kill BombShaker. Raven's going to do their thing, but they're not even repaired on up, so one more blinding cloud or a couple Hydra shots will annihilate them. In comes Eris, going for blood, and it's going to find it. The main base slowly being breached as the Hydras take a number for killing Terran buildings. There we go. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, hit that like button. I'll see you next time.